Ah, yes, the weekend press conference. Let's see what Governor Hochul's up to.
1:01 p.m. today, the U.S. Department of Transportation emailed us a letter from Secretary Duffy announcing their attempt to end the congestion pricing program in the state of New York. At 1:58 p.m., President Donald Trump tweeted, "Long live the king." I'm here to say New York hasn't labored under a king in over 250 years. And we sure as hell are not going to start now.
Wow, that really got under her skin. Wait till she sees what we're going to do with the Department of Justice. And live from Times Square.
Somewhere in the bowels of the city that never sleeps,
Kevin McCullough, radio host with Salem Media,
is a man also not sleeping.
Syndicated radio talk show host Kevin McCullough.
And that guy would like a word with you.
Many of you know him as Nostradamus.
Of course that Kevin show is going to be great. The only thing that could be greater, of course, would be that Donald show. We don't have that, so we have that Kevin show.
Featuring the music of Dick Tunney and the Dream in Color Orchestra. Straight ahead, breaking news in the Ukraine, Katie McFarland. Children who face tragic fear, Paul Jacobs. One of the sketch comedic stars of our time, Nick Peterson, is here. Gather 25 is just around the corner. Jenny Allen gives us the latest. Sketch comedy from Not a Parody, Nick Peterson and Al Berry. And she's back, the OG artist in the new music spotlight, Lindsay L. And now, from Times Square, he may not be a king, he may not be a prince, but he is a man who coughs in the face of congestion pricing, at least when he's congested. From Times Square, here. That's not a very pleasant picture, Dave. Nobody wants to talk about me coughing in the face of anything. I don't like coughing. I don't like people that cough in my face. I do think that Kathy Hochul, in that little opening clip there, has about the least amount of self-awareness of any politician I've ever seen. You understand that she is standing there in front of New York's taxpayers, saying we're going to defy the man in America who's actually fighting to save you, the people that are in this room attending this press conference. He's attempting to save you money and to put government in check and to limit the power of government. And all of these just little lemmings just wildly applaud. Yay, go, Kathy. And she makes some joke about being a king. He says that stuff because he knows there's this element, the Joe Walsh creepsters of the world, that are out there trying to make him saying that he is a king a thing, and it's not a thing. And now she's out there. We fought a king 250 years ago. We're fighting again. We're not going to take it from a king. We don't serve a king. Kathy, you just incited an entire crowd of people to cheer and applaud loudly for you to rob them blind more. And let me just let the rest of the country in on a little secret. You already have to pay $16 by whatever road you go into New York City from somewhere else. If you're coming from New Jersey or Connecticut or where, at minimum, you're going to pay $16 to get into the city limits of New York City. In addition to that now, what President Trump just canceled, and she can't do anything about it. She can stand there and call him a king and have her press conference, do whatever she wants. She can't do anything about this. She needed President Biden's approval to make the plan work, and it does not work unless the federal extension of the president's office agrees to it, and he's no longer agreeing to it. So it's done. So here's the bottom line. She can have her press conference. She can talk all this insane lunacy that she wants to, but she's not going to get her way. But I want you to see inside her soul. Because for those people that pay $16 to go into the city, it's another $9 just to turn down one avenue and go into Midtown. $9 more. Now, for people that work second and third shifts that are getting paid very low wages and can't take public transportation at that hour for safety or because things aren't running, this has been a horrendous experiment for them. Because people that need to take their cars are being charged $45 more a week just to go to work. And they get nothing in return for it. So the president nixed it. But Kathy, we'll fight the king. Meanwhile, the lemmings, yeah, we're going to fight the king. And that's a really small detail in the overall arc of life. Because that's just silliness and kind of stupidity to see all of that displayed the way it is. What is not silly or stupid is what happened in the return of the 4 hostages that were supposed to happen this week, when thousands and thousands and thousands of not uniformed Hamas fighters, but good old regular Palestinians that we were told, oh, they're a peaceful people. They want to have peace. They're just subverted by Hamas. Thousands of them came out of their, whatever you call what they live in, and cheered as the bodies of 2 dead babies that were killed by these monsters were returned to Israel. And one of the promised people they said would return with them was the baby's mom, and the body they tried to pass off as hers wasn't hers. IDF went through the DNA. It's not hers. Not sure how to deal with it. They broke their word. Friends, I don't have a lot of hope for any of the hostages that are left, and I know that there are quite a few. But these are not good people. And they have done very not good things. And they have to be stopped. That October 7th can never happen again. September 11th can never happen again. And the thing that the September 11th and the October 7th people all have in common is that they believe that they have the right to kill everyone that disagrees with them. That's part of their doctrinal theology. And it's wrong. President Trump's not going to let it happen. And we shouldn't be tolerating it either. My heart's very heavy. Normally, I try to start the show on a light note, try to have fun time. It's hard to get past dead babies being returned to their parents, to their family. It's hard to get past stealing the dead body of the mom that you promised to return and then trying to pass someone else off as her. And by the way, we don't know who the identity of the other dead body is. IDF doesn't have a track record of that person's DNA for whatever reason. So there's so many problems with the Gaza situation. So the more I hear about maybe disbanding the people that live there, sending them elsewhere, sending them to countries that want them and that identify with their plight, do it. Let's remake that strip of land into something that is useful and healthy and good for the rest of the world. Let's put a U.S. air base there. Let's have a presence in the region. It'll make a big difference, and I think that we have the will in the White House to get that done this time, this go around. I'm hopeful on the very least. By the way, we've got a great show for you coming up. Katie McFarland is here. She has not been with us for quite a while, but speaking of war, that's what's going on in Gaza. What's going on with Ukraine? Why is Zelensky crying one day, "Oh, you've betrayed us," and the next day, "I'll do anything I can to find a peace agreement." Does it have to do with the strength of the U.S.'s position in the negotiations with Secretary Rubio and Secretary Waltz and the Vice President, President Trump himself weighing in where necessary, laying the groundwork? Are we about to see a major peace deal done in Ukraine and Russia? I hope so. I think so. She will give us the very latest on it. And a little bit later, you know that guy that does those sketches here called Nick Peterson, and he does so many of them. He's with us tonight. We got him. He's going to join us. He loves the show, and he loves to be part of it, and we're glad to have him. Plus, she won the very first new music spotlight we had, Lindsay L., the very first artist, the very first week that That Kevin Show was on the air. She's back. It's her fourth visit. Stay with us. It's all straight ahead.